It's a big number.
It is. It is. This is it's about 10%. Ya, vas a ver si lo que más.
बेटा बेटा सामने से
In line with the Sri Lankan tradition, we gracefully invite the chief guest and the guests of honor to light the oil lamp to invoke blessings.
We now call upon His Excellency Kandipan Balasubramanian, Ambassador of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka. Her Excellency Mrs. Dr. Nuran Ahmed Khatun Shah, Minister of Public Works and Minister of State for Municipal Affairs. His Excellency Dr. Zubairullah Zubair, Ambassador of Republic of Tajikistan and Dean of Diplomatic Corps, Minister Khalid Jassim Yassin, Deputy Assistant Foreign Minister for Asia Affairs, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Harmuza Dabur, Managing Director, Trading, Manufacturing and Financial Services, Al-Mullah Group, Mr. Ali Hamad, Minister, Asian Affairs, Ministry of Foreign Affairs,
Mr. Praveen Singh, Director of Financial Services, Al-Mullah Group. Mr. Dimitra Diallo, Manager, Sri Lankan Airlines. Ms. Antonio Dimitriou, President, Independent Sri Lankan Group.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Dignitaries and friends, kindly stand to order the national anthems of Kuwait and Sri Lanka.
Ladies Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. Ayubowan. Vanakkam. Your Excellency Dr. Noora Al-Mashar, Minister of Public Works and Minister of State for Municipal Affairs, Your Excellencies, Diplomatic Corps, distinguished Sri Lankans, ladies and gentlemen, I feel privileged and honored to be here before you on this special day. Allow me at the outside to express my sincere thanks for your kind presence, and I also recognize the month of February is special for our friends in Kuwait as they celebrate the Liberation Day of Kuwait. Let me take this opportunity for congratulating them and extending our warm felicitations. We are particularly pleased to have the presence of Her Excellency Dr. Noora, a visionary political leader of Kuwait. Madam, we are honored to have this presence here today. As we celebrate the National Day, I am duty bound to pay tribute to our forefathers who made this day a reality for all Sri Lankans. Dear friends, the process of nation building after a colonial past has always been a path of struggles and challenges like many other nations encountered. Thanks to the wisdom that prevailed in our leaders who identified our priorities right. Successive governments in the post-independent years have tried to ensure to our community universal access to education and healthcare, and the results of such a far-sighted move is quite conspicuous in our society today, where Sri Lankans are endowed with very high literacy levels and healthcare standards in the region. Our visionary leaders, having realized the importance of international relations, their first choice of the nation-building process was to foster relations with our immediate neighbors and big powers. Sri Lanka is committed to international cooperation and actively involved in bilateral and multilateral engagement to address the global issues like climate change, economic development, peace and security, and upheld all the time the norms of shared responsibility. If I talk about our presence in Kuwait, Kuwait is home to over 130,000 Sri Lankans, expatriate workers, and presence and contribution of my fellow citizens is the driving force of our relation with this great nation. In the recent past, we've been very successful in increasing the deployment of migrant labor, but also diversifying the sectors from the traditional domestic sector to many professional and skilled employment categories. I wish to thank the corporate sector, business entities for their trust placed on and recognition of Sri Lanka's able, educated and trainable workforce. I am pleased to note the bilateral relations have been has improved tremendously in the recent past. The two-way trade has posted some respected figures for the past 2 years. The tourism arrival from Kuwait has doubled. The migrant worker deployment has increased and diversified, and the foreign remittance has been all-time high for the past 2 years. Further, the Kuwait Fund remains as one of the important sources that supports many gigantic infrastructure projects in Sri Lanka that in turn helps develop our socio-development standards. These are a few signs of ever-growing ties of Sri Lanka with the state of Kuwait. At this juncture, I am duty bound to thank His Highness Sheikh Meshar Al-Ahmad Al-Jabal Al-Sabah, the Prime Minister, the Foreign Minister, His Excellency Abdullah Ali Al-Yahya, the Minister of Interior, His Excellency Fahad Yusuf Al-Sabah, and last but not the least, His Excellency Ambassador Sami Issa Jawhar Hayat, the Assistant Foreign Minister to Asian Affairs, for their support, assistance, and cooperation extended toward strengthening relations between Sri Lanka and Kuwait. Often, I run into our friends, quite often the first question they raise is, how is Sri Lanka today? In the backdrop of the economic trouble we underwent in 2022. I am duty bound to Your Excellencies in your concern and interest to apprise you of the current situation in Sri Lanka, especially our recovery phase from the worst economic crisis we were facing in early 2022 that threatened to completely unravel the nation. As I spotted the signs of the crisis that was looming, we began communication and negotiation with the IMF, the World Bank, and other multilateral development banks. In addition, we also initiated debt restructuring program to attain debt sustainability successfully. As unlocking of the IMF extended fund facility was not immediate, the challenge was to secure bridge financing in order to ensure the economy did not collapse. The repurposing of the funds from multinationals and the support extended by the government of India at the crucial hour provided us with the lifeline. Subsequently, reaching out to a diverse spectrum of international allies, we managed to secure a come down to less than 5%. The rupee has stabilized. In fact, appreciated by 15% again from this dollar troop contingent, who I believe will keep you entertained with their magical moment today. Last but not the least, I am duty bound to express my deep appreciation to our partners for co-organizing today's event, the Almulla Exchange, Sri Lankan Airlines, TVS Travels, Lulu Hypermarket, Mirage Media Productions, and Faisal Studio for their generous support to make this colorful evening today. And with those words, I conclude my remarks, and I hope you will enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for gracing the occasion this evening. Thank you.
Your Excellency, thank you for that inspiring and timely delivery. The ceremonial cake cutting will follow.
عبد الوزير سعد السفير
Thank you,
Today, the Embassy of Sri Lanka recognizes three of the community members for their utmost and tireless contribution to the Sri Lankan society in Kuwait. Her Excellency, Dr. Noura Al-Masham will be giving away the awards, and the appreciation award recipients are
Mr. Kalum Vijay Sinha, CEO, Mirage Media Productions. Mr. Dinesh Vimal Nandasiri, Sculpture. Mr. Dinesh Vimal Nandasiri, the Sculpture and Faisal Studio.
Thank you, Your Excellencies, and special thanks to Her Excellency Dr. Noura Al-Masham for being here to grace this occasion of a cultural extravaganza marking the 76th independence anniversary of Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, now we will bring the magic of Sri Lankan dance coming alive into a stunning on-stage spectacle, designed, scripted, and composed using our very own talent from Sri Lanka. Please give your applause to the dancing marvels of Rebecca Dance Studio.
Assistant dancers, Rangika Chimanta and Manori